Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective read for January of 2025. However, whenever you come across it is when you were meant to hear it, because all of the readings are timeless and we are on different timelines. Now, keep in mind, because it is general collective, not everything is going to resonate with you, again, because of those timelines. So please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else. Also, this could be for sun, moon, or rising, also Venus signs if we're talking about love for the sign of Pisces. Please do not be scammed. I am not on any other platforms. I'm only on YouTube. If somebody reaches out to you stating they're me, it is not me. I will not reach out to you for anything, including readings. I am open for personal readings. If you do want one, please click on the title, the word more, and all of the information is in the description box below. I have gone ahead and meditated on your energy and shuffled the cards for quite a period of time. So we are ready to go, Pisces. All right, let's see what comes out for you. We have the Star, Eight of Swords, and Page of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Tower. Very interesting. So what we're doing is current situation, short-term, future, long-term. In your current situation, you have the Star and the Six of Wands. In that, meaning you are currently going through kind of a dream come true moment. You're recognizing it, others are recognizing it. You're glowing, Pisces. You should be completely glowing, but in your short-term future from this, it's kind of like, think of stardom. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, everyone recognizes you, everyone knows your name, everyone wants a piece of you. Um, you could have gone from nobody even propositioning you for a date to thousands, it's that kind of glow up. And that sometimes is very challenging, especially for a Pisces, to deal with because it feels like it kind of came out of nowhere. Like you went into battle and you came out very victorious. But in the short term, it's going to make you feel confined. Going back again to being somebody famous, all of a sudden you become famous overnight and now you feel you can't leave your home. You feel bound and restricted because of this wonderful new passionate beginning. So I don't know if I'm talking to somebody famous here, but or somebody on the verge of fame. But keep in mind this constriction is all in your head. Okay, it's something you can release yourself from. It's just that I don't think you're prepared for everything that comes with this wish come true. All of the accolades, the attention, let's put in a career perspective of all of a sudden you got the big promotion, you're the big boss, and everyone's recognizing you for that, but now you feel like, oh, you can't hang out with or be the person that you were with your coworkers previously. Well, you can. You just have to have a little more decorum, I guess. There's just different levels now, of how to behave. In the long run, we do see that we have the Page of Wands, which is a new passionate proposition in love, somebody younger that is now showing signs of affection. But it comes with a Tower moment. So whatever, we're going to clarify here because this long term needs some clarification. I feel like it's a huge jump from this short term to this long term, like we could be talking years, that, something's going to be propositioned to you, or you're going to get a message that's going to tear your world apart. No, towers can be good and bad. Again, looking at, and I don't know why I'm stuck on this level of fame and stardom, but it's a very strong message for somebody. I can't imagine a whole group of people becoming stars overnight that are Pisces, but maybe there is. I don't know. Pisces could be the new wave. But the tower could be, hey, you've progressed so well, you've gone so far that now you're moving homes even to something much more glamorous and glorious than the apartment that you had before, or, whatever it is, or you're bringing somebody into your life that you're passionate about that, now is going to move in to your property or something like that. So tower moments don't have to be bad. It's not like it's total destruction. It's just a huge switch up and change to your normal routine, generally affecting your home. So let's clarify this and see exactly what this tower moment is. Now, if you're here primarily for love, it looks like maybe the person that you've wanted to love you, this is really geared towards singles, would be, hey, you got that person's attention. They're going to make you this very passionate offer, but on the new love side, it definitely feels like what this Eight of Swords constriction would be is sexual. Do you, is it just a sexual passion? It's kind of where you're going to feel tied to it. And this person could end up telling you that, yeah, this is just, you're my booty call, my constant, my friends with benefits, and that could destroy you. So we're going to look deeper. And I will be putting out singles love readings this week as well. So, and that's just for my singles. And I do that because I'm single. So I understand we need our own readings. All right. What do we got for clarifiers here? On the star, we have the Three of Pentacles. Again, that feels like work. You're working with other people to get that wish come true. Nine of Cups on the Eight of Swords. And Nine of Cups is a wish again. So that Eight of Swords, the constriction is coming from what you wanted. You're getting what you wanted, Pisces. But with that wish comes restrictions, comes a little bit of mental anguish. And you could be asking yourself, is this what I really wanted? Like you might have fought so hard to be recognized and with a certain person, and then you find out, there's stipulations. It's just booty calls. It's, things like that. And the Page of Wands is the Seven of Swords. Yeah. This month there was a huge, huge theme across all signs. And as I've said, and many others, 2024 came with its large number of epiphanies for me, which did tell me 2025 was going to be quite the year. I think there's a lot of things we're not expecting that are going to come out of 2025. And 2024 was a gear up to that. And things are being kind of brought to the surface so quickly that this is something massive that's coming. Like, affect the whole world massive. And I wish I knew what it was, but I don't. Spirit doesn't tell me that. It's gearing me up, though, giving me a lot over overall things. And this month in January, one of the huge messages is wants versus needs. What we want in a person, in a situation, in a job, in a relationship, in material, you know, anything that can be a want instead of a need. No, a need. Do I have air to breathe? Am I consuming enough water to keep my body going? Am I getting enough exercise? Is my mental and physical health being taken care of? Um, those are needs. The basics to survive are needs. If you have the basics to survive in the wilderness for 40 years in a desert, you're good. And that's how God thinks is I've given you what you need. Wants are usually desires, temporary satisfactions, things that are brought on by the opposite force, leading us to believe we need more when all it is want more. You can relate to it with an addict, okay? They feel like they need more of a substance in their body to move forward, but they don't really need it. Their body doesn't need that. They want it because they've become addicted to it. But that addiction can be removed. You can rehab, there's lots of things you can do. Not easy. I'm not saying that yeah, that's so easy. Wake up tomorrow and just decide you're, no, I agree. That's not easy, but it's not a necessity. You actually shouldn't be taking a lot of that stuff. Those are just destroying you. But I think we're all going to be faced as a world with a divide of those who can survive on needs and those driven just for wants. And it's really important for us to focus more on living within our needs and pushing away our wants. And I'm just as guilty, okay? I'm not an addict of any sort, but I I can honestly say when I want a bag of potato chips, I want a bag of potato chips. And there's moments I'll go to any length to get that bag of potato chips. All right. So I get it. I get it. And there's some people that I want that purse. I have to have that purse. I'm going to do what it takes to get that purse. Good for you. Um, we're going to have to tame that part of ourselves. Okay. Back to your reading. I'm sorry, Spirit just wanted me to get that message out there and specifically to Pisces, I guess. Six of Wands, we have the King of Cups. Ace of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups. And on the Tower, the Knight of Cups. Oh, spicy Pisces. Okay, one more. The Knight of Cups. Wheel. All right. Okay, so again, we have the star here, this stardom, this ultimate wish come true. Now, the beauty of this is you got the Nine of Cups here too. They're the two wish cards in the tarot. So Nine of Cups is the minor arcana, so it'd be like a genie coming to you and going, "You have one wish, not three. You have one." The star is, "I'm going to give you all three. I'm going to give you the ultimate wish," type thing. So you've worked hard to achieve that with other people. So this wasn't a solo thing that you did on your own. It took one or more people. And to clarify, you have the Six of Wands, which means you've been recognized, you've been victorious in it, And we have the King of Cups stating that everything was balanced. The beauty of this is you have wands, cups, and pentacles. And the star is air. That's your Aquarius. So you have all four elements between the main and clarifying cards in your current situation, which is showing how well balanced it is and emotionally satisfying. So you're in a really good place, Pisces. But what's going to come out of this, and I cannot help myself but continue to go back to, I think the easiest way for us to all understand and relate to this is to look at it as stardom, as if you're becoming famous. It feels like it would be something very recent, but you may have been working on it for decades, a decade, and all of a sudden now is your claim to fame. Okay. Let's stick with that hypothetical because it's going to be the easiest to understand. Going forward, as we said before, this brand new beginning that you're very passionate about is causing a restriction. Now, that restriction is because of the Nine of Cups, which is the wish come true. And the passion, though, is the Eight of Cups. In order to get this wish come true, you had to walk away from an emotional connection, generally with somebody. But we go from the Eight then to the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is generally somebody who is happy on their own. Okay. But watch out because the Nine of Cups can also represent addictions. And you could feel like you're getting addicted to something that is keeping you confined. Alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, I mean, you name it. And in order to follow your new passion, you have to walk away from that. You could have had to walk away from a relationship to free yourself for a new one, or these are the decisions you're going to be faced with. Long term, we've got the Page of Wands here, which is an exciting message. Picture way back in the day where the Postal Service was boats, horse and buggy, ships across the ocean, and you had to wait forever to get a response to a letter. Or there was couriers, by horseback, took the mail. And when you get a response or a letter, you are really excited. I could imagine. I don't know. I guess I'm an old soul because I sound like I lived through the 1800s or something. But the Page of Wands is like that. You get this message, you're really excited about it. Or for some of you, and the reasons I'm saying or is because there's different groups of you. It's somebody new and exciting in your life, or somebody you've had your eye on that's younger. Keep in mind, vice versa, shoe could be on the other foot. But this message is coming through. The best way I can describe this is a gold digger. And I'm so sorry. It's the only thing coming to mind, which is usually when spirit blocks out other things and gives me one thing to think about, that's what they want me to say. I've learned that from experience. Is this message could set you on fire for two different reasons. One, you could be getting something telling you you've lost money, you've lost your home. That's our tower moment. You've lost a relationship, somebody's leaving you. So the message from the page could be something that ignites your fire and upsets you. The flip side of that could be the gold digger. Somebody, and I'll usually see this in situations where there's an older person with a younger person that is leading you on passionately so they can gain something from you. Seven of Swords is my thief in the night. You can see how in the middle of the night he's taken off with everything he can get. And that, of course, leads to a tower moment, a complete, you thought somebody was somebody they're not type thing. However, this tower moment could also be you realizing this and cutting it off. And that's where the tower comes in, where it's like, nope, listen, I'm protecting myself. I'm I'm moving on to bigger and better things. Because you have the Knight of Cups and the Wheel. So the Knight of Cups is the only thing you have to be careful with him is very charismatic. Oh, and this is really beautiful. I noticed the letter. I was just talking about receiving a letter, and there's a little letter there. Kind of cute. Um, Again, I feel somebody younger again, very charismatic, very mm, going to sweep you off your feet, or you're going to do this to somebody else, which is then going to create the Wheel of Fortune, which is the winds of change. So you see all this dark energy here, light energy here being blown in the wind. And it's really kind of like if the wheel's turning forward, we've got, or backwards or forwards is going to depend on which light or which wind is going to blow in your direction. You know, you have the storm clouds down below, the beautiful white clouds above it. So it's as if you've gone through a storm and the clouds have cleared and now they're going to be beautiful. So I do see this tower moment as being a reflection of karma that has been paid for. It's you yourself, Pisces, or the other person, if this is, especially if this is a love relationship, has some karma to pay for. And it could be because they were swindling you. So long term, whatever's causing this restriction that you walk away from, long term, keep in mind, it's going to come out okay. You're really protected, Pisces, in all of this. As you know, here's your, I mean, this is your energy being recognized right off the bat. Every time we get a wish come true, every time we get something that we desire, it doesn't come without its consequences. For example, forgive me, excuse me, you get a new vehicle and you worked so hard for this vehicle and it's a high level brand, it's very expensive, you can afford the payments, but now we have insurance, then something breaks down, then you find that it's more expensive to maintain, and you just weren't thinking about all of those things when you got that vehicle, or you figured, well, I won't have to worry about that for a year or two, and that year or two goes by really fast. but your financial situation has not progressed enough, or it's even gotten lower. And now you're like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Put myself in a little bit of a bind here. It can be related to that. And then you end up in this Eight of Swords energy over your passion. And you're addicted to it. You don't want to get rid of the car, but you might have to walk away from your love for it, right? And you get the, hey, we're gonna take your vehicle, you're not making the payments, or hey, and you need a whole new transmission, or something like that. So you feel like, okay, you're being robbed, the thief in the night, and you end up, with this tower moment, but everything's gonna move forward just fine. Even in this tower moment, somebody could come in and save the day. Somebody could, say, hey, I can do that cheaper. I can refinance it for you. This could be, bank refinancing, and the Wheel of Fortune moves forward and everything's good. That's a good hypothetical to put this in. You put it in how it fits in your life, but that's it's going to be okay. All right. It's going to feel like you're losing this great wish that you had, but you won't. Okay. So I hope that helps bring some clarity and understanding. That is the first time Spirit has ever had me use an example of a vehicle for a scenario, so I don't know how many of you that might relate to because Spirit's been doing some weird things lately. I just go with it. I'm sorry. I just do. Let's see here. Oracle. Grieving. So there's going to be a grieving. That's this Eight of Cups walking away. Or in the end, in order for the Wheel of Fortune to move forward, you might have to give up the vehicle. For example, there is going to be something to grieve. In order to get this wish come true or to keep this, you have to let go of something else. There's a limited amount of what we can have in this world. If we could have everything, nobody else would be on the planet. You would be God. Okay? But in order to function and for the world to keep evolving, everyone has to have limited things. Nobody can have everything. So when we get one thing that we want, oftentimes we have to let go of something else. There is a grieving process to that because we want to hold on to everything we have and then we want more. And I think the lesson that God is throwing your way is I'll give you this, but you have to sacrifice this. Or with the addiction card, in some of your cases, it's going to be I'm going to give you this, whether it be the gambling, sex, drugs, alcohol, shopping, whatever your addiction is. I'm going to give you this to satisfy that addiction, but I'm going to take away this. I'm going to take away your job. I'm going to take away your loved ones. I'm going to take away your mental capacities. I'm going to take away your money. And, it's that I sometimes look at the Wheel of Fortune as that fight between good and evil. Okay. And if it's spinning in the right direction, it's good. If it's spinning backwards, it's evil. And I think the biggest lesson you are going to be learning is give and take, equal give and take. And it's going to feel like a loss. But I don't think anything truly is being lost. And I just saw 2929 for the record time. So I don't know, 29 could be an important number, or 11 or 2. So 1111 is twin flame. Don't even get me started. I've got to do twin flame readings now. Only because I was a big twin flames don't really exist. advocate and eating some crow because, as I said, 2024 showed me a lot of epiphanies. And yeah, I learned a lot about the twin flame journey real time. And I'm going to make some videos going into it because I think this isn't, I don't believe this is something I'm supposed to keep to myself. I'm really being pushed to get it out. There's a lot of misconceptions, but there is some stuff that is correct, and we'll go into that in a future video. Let's see what your person wants to say to you and what you want to say to them. We need to let each other go, and I regret lying to you. Oh, that's perfect because that came over here on the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So here again, we got the grieving. We need to let each other go. So we can see in a relationship perspective, to get your wish come true, you have to let someone go. It's going to be a grieving process. It's going to be a walking away. It's not going to be good. And then in the end, long term, the regret kicks in about the lying. So that actually fits the storyline really well, but more in a relationship perspective. And it doesn't have to just be love, it can be family, friends, your children, whatever. And I do believe the regret to lying, this has something to do with addictions. I really feel, Pisces, that you're being asked to look at what you're addicted to. Let's get a romance card very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yes. It, again, wants over needs. It was very strong in the beginning of this reading. And you're being asked, that's why this walking away from an emotional connection to get what you really want is so clear here. Um, wow, couldn't be made more clear. Wants and needs, it's huge for January. I don't understand why this stuff comes in certain phases the way it does. I think it's we're supposed to learn it at certain times, and I really feel wants and needs is becoming a big thing for everyone in the world. It's not just a certain particular sign. And Archangel Michael says prayer will help the situation. You're the second sign that got this. Trying to think. Capricorn, maybe? I think it was Sagittarius or Capricorn. So you may want to go back and look at theirs if you're in connection with a Sagittarius or Capricorn. It says, Dear God and Archangel Michael, um, I ask for your divine intervention in this situation. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. So, yeah, you're going to get your miracle. You're praying hard. This right here is where you're going to start being like, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need this to work out. And prayer will help. Well, that's all I have for you, Pisces. It looks great now. It's going to get a little rocky. You're going to pull through just fine. Overall, that's the overall message. So hang in there. Please like, share, and comment if there's any types of readings that you'd like to see. Let me know. God bless.